Congo going all the way there.
That's right.
Rwanda has already qualified as well from Group A. Now we have somebody that has qualified from Group B, and I'm hoping Nigeria would do it as well.
That's right.
Pick a quarterfinal ticket, and we'll wait for our final placing in the group. If we win tomorrow, we're through to the quarterfinal.
And Wale, anyone wouldn't be wrong to say what Congo DR is doing at this competition. It's a testament of the good system they have in their league.
Yeah, they've got a fantastic system.
That's right.
But I think it's also a testament of the players they have playing in one of the top clubs. Really, I don't think the DR Congo League is better than the MPFL.
Okay.
But what they've done is that they've got a fantastic club in that league which is well run and has tried to dominate on the African scene. That's why majority of these players have come from Tupusa Mazembe, and that's one of the best run clubs in Africa. We've seen them play at the Club World Cup a couple of times. If you manage your league very well and manage your clubs very well,
that's right.
This is what you get. And I hope it translates, because what we also see with Super Eagles is that the quality of the MPFL has improved. So that means the quality of players who've brought out from the MPFL also has improved. What we also need is take one further step in seeing our clubs try to dominate, try to mix it. Enyimba dominated Africa for a couple of years. We need to get back to those points in time. How about we have Enyimba also producing the fulcrum of our Super Eagles?
They did at some point. So,
At some point they did. We need to get back to that, because the truth of the matter is, before you can get team synergy and chemistry, you need to have a couple of your players playing together at a very consistent level.
That's right.
Sanchez are managing to do that right now.
Even Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors also. You have Steven Eze, Paul Onobi, Tudian Energy dominating the Super Eagles.
That's right.
But they need to take it to the biggest stage. Sanchez could have done it last season, but they lost their way.
That's right. I totally agree with you. Let's stay with the league. These guys have brought us to the league, so we'll stay there at the moment. We're talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League Super 4. We saw day one action. Warriors defeating Aqua United, and Enyimba and Nassau are playing a 1-1 draw. Tomorrow, the Super 4 will be back. It's Warriors taking on Nassau United, and Enyimba FC taking on Aqua Yami. Which of them are you looking forward to?
Both.
Right.
Both, actually. If, all of these teams mean a lot to Nigeria, and, I'm interested in how far they're able to put themselves in the right mood for continental assignments. So, I'm interested in all the matches, day 1, day 2, day 3. I want to see how far they're able to go.
And when Aqua lost that game, because they're going to the continent, football fans says, yes, it's a sort of test they need against Warriors. You expect them to bounce back?
Yeah, I expect them to bounce back. They've brought in a couple of players, although they've been disappointed on the transfer front, where the founder and his Kabasi might not be joining them. They'll stay put at Enyimba. But they've brought in Maurice Coleman. He knows the league so well. They've brought in Ubongekbai from Kano Pillars.
Good player.
It's a fantastic player. So they should bounce back. But Warriors, I'm watching out for them. They also signed a lot. And I think all of the clubs signed a lot. For Warriors, first game, Dele Ajiboye was in goal. He had a fantastic game, I heard. Kept them in the game. And they've also brought in a Cameroonian, Sekou Traore. There's also Bernardo Korowanta. There's a lot of Sanga. So I think the good thing about this is that these clubs have also taken advantage of this Super 4 to really exhibit their players and see how they can really play. Enyimba, so we saw Theophilus Afeloa in goal for Enyimba also. Nasarawa United brought on Abdurrahman Bashir, although I didn't see Victor Namo in action in that first leg, in that first game. Hopefully we'll see more and more.
I think they understand the enormity of the task, especially these 4 teams that we're talking about, the way they've recruited players, the way they've even tried to test those new players to see whether or not they're in shape. And you can only be happy when you see your teams do like that. And, for me, I'm just hoping that we get to progress far.
It's very important.
It's very important because I don't want a situation where they start reducing the quota that comes from Nigeria, the teams that get into continental competitions. Okay,
we'll just run through some tweets on Twitter. Football fans in Nigeria wants to know the time Nigeria will be taking on Tunisia at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Nigerian time. That game will be played in Kigali, Rwanda. Let's support the Super Eagles of Nigeria the way we did against Nigeria. And Chris Enagina on Twitter says, well done to Ifa and Uba FC for contracting Brazilians to play in the MPFL. Guys, that one is also generating good talking points. And there's a lot of them on Twitter saying that Ifa and Uba looks good to even win the league.
Yeah, you see, Austin.
We need to see those players play first.
Number one, someone asked me, are we sure they're even players? But it has to be applauded. It's a brave move.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, it has divided opinions. Where do I stay on this? I think I'll just stay in between because, see, this is something that can be very epic. It can be a landmark because it can be a point where we also start seeing other clubs try to bring in foreigners. When I mean foreigners, not Nigerians, not Zambians. I mean go outside Africa to bring players. Let's see if this will work. I hope this is not a publicity stunt. I believe that they will be in Lagos in Agege on Saturday. I think they've got a game on Sunday, a friendly against MFM FC. So hopefully we can see them in action. But the question is FC Ifeanyi ready to sustain this? Are these players going to be paid on time? They are Brazilians. Where are they coming from? We need to know these players a whole lot. But I will just receive this story or this news with an open heart. I want to see FC Ifeanyi probably go on a run of 10 games not winning and still see them staying strong with some of these players. But it's a fantastic move, and I hope that this opens the door of seeing other players from abroad also come, because that's what we want. Because that means that our league has got some level of coverage in Brazil.
It's a magnet. When you do things like this, it attracts. And now you've got guys from Brazil, you started getting guys from Argentina. You know, it means you have a presence in South America, North America, and all those other places. And of course, it will rub off on the lads on the local scene. Because if like you were jokingly saying, someone saw David Beckham's paycheck and said, I'm not coming to training for 2 weeks. So maybe some of these guys, some of these guys, and like the chairman said, you know, we've brought these guys. You have the opportunity to show that you are better. That's right. And so if you show them that you are better, you sit down and say, you are paying these guys so much. I mean, let's renegotiate.
I don't think any club should feel threatened by this. Because what you have is that you've got consistency, you've got cohesion already. These players will have to come in, adapt to the weather, adapt to the pitches you get to see. So they have a whole lot of adaptation to go through. And guess what? The league is starting on February 24th of February. So they have a whole lot to really adapt to. But you've been on ground. So it's advantage Nigerian clubs over FC